Good afternoon, early evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 1st of May, 2020, 5/1/2020, at 1600 hours, 19 minutes. And I'm watching a video that I get alerts for. Is a gentleman out of Alaska, and he's got a theory on how we're going to get the blue states to get back on their feet and start running like the wind again. And he thinks that might be organizing protests. Whether we hate each other or not, we can't survive without functioning jobs. We can't rely on the government because, well, they're failures. So, I'm suggesting to the 9 people that may see this video to share it to 9 other people. And let's work out a peaceful, respectful march on the states that we're in, whether it be whether like they did in Michigan, which, God, the energy off that video was incredible. Or maybe there needs to be a march on Trenton and Albany. New York wouldn't have the problem it had if it didn't have an open borders policy. Everybody's allowed here, don't worry about it. What are you talking about? You know, the left constantly wants to say, they're yelling at the brown people. They just don't want brown people. No. Because a lot of these people come from third world countries. What do you think happens? Think they got adequate medical care? We don't have it here. The fuck are you talking about? We don't have it here. And you want to bring in more people that may or may not be carrying something? Anyone who voted for the governor of New Jersey, I don't care if I offend you when I say this. If you voted for legalized weed, you're retarded. You're retarded. Medical marijuana should be legal, 100%. But if you can go in there and lie about having some sort of disorder, you might as well just be buying it illegally. And why is it illegal? No one wants to talk about that. Don't go to Google and look it up. The United Nations controls the schedule of drugs. Why is marijuana Schedule 1, cocaine's a Schedule 4? Cocaine causes a hell of a lot more deaths than weed. And that's for your weed guys. I'm advocating for it to be legal. You gotta grow it yourself. You're willing to put the work into it, then you're more than willing, I'm more than willing to say, fucking smoke whatever you want. But you can't be just sitting home doing that. But you folks in Jersey here, you claim to be the smartest people on the planet. I mean, California's got Silicon Valley and got Seattle, Washington, and we got Oregon where a ton of nature studies are done. Okay, great. What about the middle of the country, that flyover area y'all seem to forget about? Where your beef, your pork, your chicken, your eggs, your milk, your grains, all that shit comes from. Without that shit, you ain't got bread. Don't give me your shit. Y'all are just disgusting. People voted for a man they did no research on. Out of the 300 people I've spoken to about this man, 1 or 2 of them knew he was the ambassador to Germany under Obama. Said, he's never been in politics. He's a businessman. Bullshit. He worked underneath Obama for 8 years. You think he didn't learn a thing or two about politics? You think this man's dumb? Listen, just because there's a D in front of their name or after their name doesn't mean it stands for dumb. Most of the time it does. He's playing the game like Newsom is. Fast and loose. Their symbolism will be their downfall, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. Have a great Friday night.